everybody, what's going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with MLB 13 The Show, and we have got some Atlanta Braves franchise coming your way. We're going to be facing the Miami Marlins at home. The last few times I've played the Marlins, it's been one-sided. I mean, let's be honest, the Marlins don't usually field the best team in baseball, and they're sitting at 49-84 right now, so definitely have been having some struggles. We, on the other hand, not so much. So this could be another one of those games here that go completely in my favor. All right, so Beachy's going to be pitching for me here, or sorry, Mahalam is going to be pitching for me in this one. I almost said peaching. All right, but anyway, Marlins get the game started off here with a hit up the middle. So just a little single. No harm done, I think, right here. We can get out of this one without any problem whatsoever. All right. Oh, Giancarlo Stanton getting the first hit, too. I think that's cool that, like, in this game, I recognize these players just by the way they look. Oh, Andrelton Simmons letting that one get past him. Justin Upton picking it up. Stanton going to third. And Chris Johnson able to apply that tag in time. So some great fielding right there by the Braves early on. But, all right. So, like I was saying here, I'm not too worried about this one, but that's okay. Now, we definitely have got the National League East locked down. Don't expect any competition whatsoever from the Phillies, who are second in the National League East, and then the Nationals aren't too far behind them. I think they're like 2 or 3 games past them, but since we're getting pretty close to being caught up, I mean, you guys know there really isn't that much time left in the regular season. We've got 1 month left to go. So 2 to 3 games, a lot can happen with that. I mean, that could be one series, basically. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what unfolds right there, but I'm not too worried myself about what's going to happen. Nobody's going to be able to chase me unless I go ahead and lose all my games or something like that. Anyway, 0-2 count, swing and a miss here on that two-seam fastball. Ends up being too low. So strikeout right there for Mahalam. Bottom of the second now, Jason Hayward, lefty versus lefty. Takes this one into left field. So that's going to roll to the wall. Going to get a double right there. Of course, not going to be stretching out anything like that to try and get a triple. But Hayward setting it up here for Freddie Freeman. The count is full. Check swing that last one here too, which was a good thing. That one's going to go into center field. Hayward's going to round third, come home, throw. It's going to be cut off here. Marlins knew full well that they weren't going to be able to get Hayward at home. So Freddie Freeman again with another RBI. This guy's on track to really get a lot of RBIs. I mean, I don't think record-breaking or anything like that, but he's getting up there. Justin Upton going deep, not able to make that catch. Man, I thought I had that one. But Justin Upton not able to get that one here. So 25 doubles here for Juan Pierre. Marlins aren't doing too bad. I mean, I know, sometimes when I introduce the Marlins, make it sound like that they're a terrible team. I mean, they definitely have some strengths. But, all right. Another hit, a little floater right there. To Andrelton Simmons over there on third. Man, I don't like those floaters. Stanton up at the plate again here. Runners on first and third now here for Mahalam. And we've got one out here too. So Stanton hitting that one. It's going to get past Andrelton Simmons and go into center field. So the run will come home from third. Now the game's tied up, 1 run apiece. Got to slow this down here. Better than that, we've got to stop this. So trying to head over to third, McCann's throw. Yes, in time. You cannot do that against McCann. Stealing third? No. Only I do that. Bottom of 4 now. Still tied at 1. BJ Upton really connecting with this one. That's going to go into left. Not going to lie. Once I saw him starting to roll, figured I might be able to go over to second. But I'm glad I stayed. Probably would have been out. All right, Brian McCann had that great throw just a little bit ago up at the plate. Going with a hit and run. It seems to be a major trend of mine as of late. There have been a few times where that hit and run has worked out really well. That time, really not so much. Probably should have held off of that one, but at least B.J. Upton is over there on second. Dan Ugla up at the plate. Now I watched that one. Yep, and he's out. I should have switched it around. I should have held off on the pitch with McCann and gone with the hit and run right there with Dan Ugla. Because that was a good pitch to swing at. Don't know why I didn't. But on the 0-2 count, Angelton Simmons stops it as he slides, but that throw over to Freeman at first, not going to cut it. That would have been a really great defensive play if Angelton Simmons could have been able to come up with that one and make a good throw on over to first. Still in the top of 5. Now, McCann throwing him out at second, but not going to be able to get anything at first here, so Juan Pierre safe at first. I didn't know that was going to stay in fair play. All right, so that was going to roll out to Stanton in right. Barely gets past first. But we're looking at an injury right here. This is not good for the Marlins. What are they going to end up doing? I mean, they're going to have to go to the bullpen right here. So Carlos Jimenez. Now this may work out for me because he's cold. So anytime that I go ahead and go up against a pitcher who's really cold, I mean, his energy, his confidence are really going to be affected by that. I could go ahead and get a lot of hits off of him, but he does a great job, I'm not going to lie. Hayward, though, this one is going to be a home run. So even though Jimenez was doing all right just a little bit ago, this is, of course, the best hit that I've had all game long. That should affect his confidence here to the point where we may be seeing a lot more of these. I am surprised I only have 2 runs right now. I feel like I should have some more. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and take that home run here. That's going to go ahead and give the Braves a 2-1 lead. Brantley now coming up to the plate. Now through 7 innings here, Maholm has pitched pretty well. We just had that one poor inning where I gave up a few hits. I'm going to try and see if I can keep him in here as long as I can. So, take a look at his confidence. You can see it's all right. The Marlins have been able to get a few hits. I just haven't been able to show it here. Ooh, talk about lucky on that one. That one I don't think should have been a strike. But look at that, 8 hits apiece for each team. So I told you, Marlins are getting some hits. I just can't show them all to you here for the sake of time. I'm going to throw this one high and outside. It's going to be a 4-seam fastball. Strike 3 looking. So I got a gift on that one, an absolute gift. All right, so here we go. Top of 8. Got to be careful here. Juan Pierre rolling this one into center field. All right, so that's going to go ahead and put him on first. I'm getting worried. It's time we go ahead and bring out Maholm now. Because the last inning, we did see a number of hits here for the Marlins. So I think this is one of those games where it's all right to go ahead and salute the crowd, tip your hat a little bit. So here we go, Eric O'Flaherty. Well, he's going to come in here as a lefty, of course. Go ahead and stop the Marlins. Well, he's good. I definitely think that he can go ahead and stop him right here and finish this game out. 0-2 count, already getting ahead here early on. Juan Pierre over there at first. This one goes into right. Hayward going to pick it up, curl hop, get the throw over to first. So at least we got one out here. Now, Giancarlo Stanton. Ah, dang it. That wasn't a bad pitch per se. It's just McCann couldn't go ahead and make the catch. That needs to be ruled as a pass ball as opposed to a wild pitch. Not O'Flaherty's fault. Okay. So, 1-2 count now to Stanton. Pierre gets on over to third with that last mistake here, but Stanton getting a home run right here. Of course, that's going to be 2 runs. That's going to go ahead and give the Marlins the lead here late in the game. of everybody that I fear going up against. As far as the National League East goes, Stanton's definitely the guy I get worried about more than anybody else coming up to the plate. Now that might go ahead and give him the lead here in the National League when it comes to home runs. This guy's got a great swing with the bat. Definitely drive it. Some great home runs. He's got some good contact too. All right, so this one going down the line here. Hayward may have another double here today. Slides head first, and he's going to be safe. That throw not on target. That was a piece of cake. All right, we got him in scoring position. Again, Freddie Freeman up the plate. This just reminds me of that first run that we had here in this game. Seems like a little deja vu, except it was on the other side of the pitcher. So rounding third, coming home. Throw completely unnecessary here as Hayward slides in very early. Okay, top of 9 here. Game is tied at 3 now. Just time for O'Flaherty to go ahead and finish this out and for us to pull a miracle here in bottom of the 9. I won't call it a miracle. But just some great hitting in the bottom of 9. We could do it. All right, so the Marlins with another single here. Really getting it going. Now the thing is I don't have anybody warming up right now in the bullpen. A giant mistake that I was making here at this point while I was playing the game. You never know what's going to happen. Because my philosophy on this was, we're probably going to be going into extra innings. I need to keep O'Flaherty out here as long as I can, but look at that confidence. That's among some of the lowest confidence that I have had with any one of my pitchers in a while. I think the last person to get that low was either Tim Hudson or Roy Oswald. And have you seen those guys pinch since they had those games? Of course not. There we go, finally getting strike one here with a sinker that was a little bit higher than I probably would have wanted it to go. But that's all right. Four-seam fastball now. Swings and misses on that one. Wasn't even a full swing. Hesitated a little bit on that one, it seemed. So again, O'Flaherty getting ahead of the count, which tends to be my forte here with anybody that I pitch with. You just got to go ahead and finish it out. Four-seam fastball inside. Swings and misses. That one drifted high. That's okay. Doesn't make contact with it. And that might have been the difference, actually, between getting the K or having them get a hit. Juan Pierre at the plate. 0-1 count. 2 outs. So he goes down the third base line. Justin Upton will pick it up and throw it on over to second. I was kind of hoping that they were going to go ahead and round second like we saw Stanton do earlier, just so I could go ahead and throw him out and get that game done with. All right, O'Flaherty's tired now. This one going into the gap. This is going to give the Marlins the lead here. 1 run for sure. 2 round third. Now it is 5-3. Marlins on top. Stanton again at the plate, and he's had a great game already. That's going to be 2 home runs for Giancarlo Stanton. 2 home runs. I think it's going to be 5 RBIs for him today. This is why I fear this guy. I mean, you guys know baseball. I mean, you guys know that he's good. It's not like he's somebody you're going to find go under the radar or anything like that, but jeez, he's really making me pay. Going ahead and keeping O'Flaherty in. Should have warmed somebody up. Anyway, so here we go on the bottom of the 9th now. It's our time. I can go ahead, I can come back. We're down 7-3 right now. I mean, I've had some innings. I've been able to get 4 runs. That one going down the line here. The throw over to first barely beats McCann. I thought I had that one. Apparently I didn't. So 1 out here. Dan Ugla, 0-1 count. He's going to get pegged right in the back. Now, if it wasn't the 9th inning, I might start getting a little defensive here. Maybe throw a few pitches inside some Marlins, but if I can't win this, or if I can't get out of this inning here, at least tying it up, I'm not going to be able to do anything about it. All right, catch is made. 2 outs. Ugla still on first there. So I brought in Laird as the pinch hitter. That didn't work. So here we go with Angelton Simmons. He's going to have to be the man here. Gosh, that one's high. And of course, it's going to barely stay in. Game's over. I lose to the Marlins here. So, at least I'm comfortable knowing I've lost to the Astros. I've lost to the Marlins. I posted it on here. I could lose to anybody. It was a wake-up call for me. Very humbling. But thanks for watching, you guys. I sure do appreciate it. More of this to come later on, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz. But you guys are phenomenal people. You really are. Thank you again. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.